Shipwreck in the dark.
Hi, Shipwright here. I'm back with Hive, Game 3, which is some online play. Now, during this game, probably lots of mistakes were made, so I've called this one What Not to Do, both for myself and my opponent. So we're going to use it as a chance to show you some of the easy mistakes that can be made during this game. So let's have a look. So my opponent starts with a beetle, pretty safe opener. I go with the hopper. Both fairly common starting pieces. And here comes the queen, and I bring my queen out by the looks of it. Okay. You see the new release of Hive now puts your Steam usernames in the corner and highlights when when it's your turn. Also, there's been some new mouse controls to rotate the camera, some bug fixes, and in-game chat available. So I'm coming out with a pretty standard move here. And there goes my hopper over there. It's all looking good at this point. No, there's the first bit. He didn't pin the queen, so I can just move the queen out, and maybe he thought it was pinned. I can move the queen out, and he's lost an ant there. He can't move that ant because of the one hive rule. You can't disconnect that chain. So I'm just looking at this now. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, yeah, and again, maybe the placement of this spider wasn't that great, and I realised I've not placed my spider that great as well. It is one of the more difficult pieces to use to get the to get right when placing out, because it moves 3 squares, and if your opponent puts something down, that can kind of mess up your plan as well. So I've got my beetle heading towards his queen. He's got a beetle out. Now, thing is the beetle there, he's got to wait for me to place my beetle on his queen. Or he does that. That's a fairly good move as well. So I'm just moving pieces in on him here. No, I think he got his hopper out in the wrong place before, and so wasn't that sure what to do. And I'm placing a spider in, but I think this is another one of my mistakes. I'm trying to get a spider in and get round his queen, but I can't, so I put a beetle in. And in comes my beetle. Now, there's my first mistake. As you see, I'm quite common at that. If you put the beetle in there, creating that C shape, the queen can get out. It's not breaking the one hive rule. You've created a chain for it. And I'm bringing ants out here. I mean, if you spot more mistakes, please comment. It was one of those games where every time you made a move, you realised, oh no, what have I done? You know, bit of a mishmash sort of game. Then once it gets into this position, I'm really quite stuck. I think I've lost it here. I'm trying to put an ant out where he couldn't use his spider to cover it. He puts another ant out, and I can go in and Really should have, maybe would have been better blocking his ant there. So he's got me pinned from that one mistake of creating that link rather than pinning with my beetle. I'm in a really tough position. I've got lots of pieces tied up. I'm a bit stuck here as to what to do, but I think he is as well. We're both kind of aimlessly putting pieces out by the looks, but I spot an opportunity to try and either get my ant out on my hopper there that's next to my beetle and his beetle in the middle. And here he comes with his ant, and he's racking up pieces there now. And pins a spider in. I pin a spider in there. That stops him moving on there, and he hasn't got any pieces now that he can really attack with, so, and neither have I really. I'm putting my spider in. I mean, there's probably a whole host of load of mistakes in this game that I haven't even noticed. I'm only watching it back the first time here now. Yeah, he's trying to get his hopper down the board somehow, and I'm spotting the opportunity to move in with the spider. You can't, in order to attack and fill those two squares that are left around my queen bee, his hoppers, he needs to get into quite a position in order to do so. I think he's trying to block my ant in there. Now, as you can see, I've done it again, and he would have the opportunity to get his queen out here. He could have moved his queen out, but instead I was able to, he missed that and I was able to pin it, but I've made the same mistake twice in this game. I've got a real bad habit of doing that. He's desperate, he's trying to get these hoppers in so that he can actually get a piece, and I realised that I'm going to need a hopper to, unless he moves, I need a hopper to get into that square. I think he's just stuck at this point because of the ants, and I realise I need to get a hopper in, so I move my ant in so that allows me to use that hopper, and that's game in the next turn. So as you can see, quite a mishmash of a game, you know, lots of errors probably made in it, but I suppose it gives you a chance to look at sort of some of the things that can easily lose you a game. I hope you've enjoyed. If you liked the video, give it a like, and if you want to see more, subscribe.